So I'm going to continue with trying to make this interesting. Um, Currently, I've been mucking around with, on my background, I've just got that white background. Bunny, looking pretty normal, as far as normal bunnies go. I've got a vintage wallpaper, which you can see here. I've taken the opacity down, so it's a bit more transparent. I've got the flower wallpaper, which I'm liking, disliking, and I've also added in a vintage wallpaper, which again I've turned the opacity down and I put in blending mode on. I want to muck around a bit with the bunny. At the moment, she's looking too normal, visually too normal. So I'm going to duplicate the layer. I can right click, duplicate layer, bunny copy, that's fine. Or I could have simply dragged it down to the little button here and I have another copy. I don't want it, so I'm just going to trash it. Now, I've already done this experiment, so I'm just going to go for it. Bunny copy is on top. Show transform controls. Funny transform control is Shift, Alt, hold down Shift and Alt, and what it does is it increases uniformly from the center. Now I just want to slightly increase it. Press Enter. I'm going to go into Filter. Now, remember we looked in Filter Gallery before? There's a whole lot of filters here which aren't in Filter Gallery. And I want to go to Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I just slide that across. I'm going to go for really quite a blurry look. 5. Put it up around 5, so let's go. Okay. So now I've got on top, if I just, a blurry version, which is not so great by itself, but what I want to do, excuse me, I'm going to turn the opacity down. Let's zoom in a bit too. Keep turning the opacity down. So if I turn it right off, you can see the layer underneath. What I want to do is just adjust a bit there. So kind of, okay, about 45% is what I'm liking at the moment. So if I turn that layer off, you can see all around, it's the enlarged out of focus bunny on top, which just gives a bit of a otherworldly kind of fantasy look. Now, is this working? I reckon that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. I like these kind of distressed, textured look. I like the combinations of these backgrounds. I want to try one thing. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I want to maybe have this layer, when I'm turning off, I want to vary it. So I'm going to click on it, make it active. I'm going to come across to my eraser tool. I'm going to choose a soft edged brush. Press enter, increase the size of it. Now, really want to take down the flow rate on this and the opacity, because I want to do this slowly. I just want to take some of it away from my subject. See if that helps. Shrink down. Not too bad. I want to add some, I want to burn in, because at the moment she's kind of just sitting there and it's not quite blending in. I'm going to go to my layer down here. I'm going to have to do a burn on a bit of multiple layers. Burn tool. coming a bit fast, so I'm going to change that to shadows. Just experimenting. No, that's too quick again. Highlights. So I'm adding in a bit of a shadow on this blue background. It's just kind of slow rendering. Once it's done that, I'm going to go down to my psych as well. It's just trying to tie this character into this location. White psych. Shrink it down. Make it look like she's creating a shadow in this space. Not bad. Let's get rid of our tools. Zoom in. I think when this actually prints, like if I was to print it at say A3 size, I think it would be pretty cool. Just a little tip. When you're saving, I've got a couple of versions of this. I'm going to go File, Save As. I'm not going to do in my edits. I'm going to go to my Finished. And I'm going to go Bunny Scene 001. So if I ever do any more, LZW, IBM, Zip, if I ever do any more edits, I've got to I can save a different version. So you could save 002 if I do another one that's finished. So later on I can make my decisions about what exactly it is that I want to